We are still talking about credit cards and debts generally. In case you just show up in your friend's room and you find them listening to this video, we are talking about financial debts here and the issue of credit cards. So welcome. Let's again dive a little deeper, being practically. This time we are being typically practical. Like what should we do? What should we do to get out of debts, including myself, because I'm also in debts. I'm also wrestling with debts. But luckily, by the grace of God, I'm not far from finishing with this war of debts, although there are still those bigger financial decisions that we have to make about our lives, especially at my age, taking bonds and stuff like that. But I want to talk about the smaller loans, the ones that are manageable. I want to reassure you that debts are manageable. They are manageable. I just told you a few minutes earlier that I have managed to pay off the credit card. So I have dribbled it, I have dribbled the credit card. I have dribbled the credit card. What are you saying? So debts are manageable. Don't you worry yourself. We can do this, and we can do this. Yeah, boom. Dealing with a serious financial problem is often a stressful and lonely time in a person's life. And mind you, research shows that people who are experiencing financial problems often have mental issues, and you and I together collectively are trying to solve this issue. Your situation may not be the same as mine, so let us work together and help others out there. You may not know where this video will end up. People will listen to it, and it might help to contribute to the liberation process of someone out there in Africa and in the rest of the nations of the world. So let us do this thing together. The Bible says in the book of Proverbs chapter 22 verse 26 to 27, and I quote, "Do not be one who shakes hands in pledge or puts up security for debts. If you lack the means to pay, your very bed will be snatched from you." Let me digest it a bit for you. You know what this proverb means? It's like, don't be the one to take pledges or offer yourself as security or collateral or surety for someone else's loan. Or you are quick to say, for example, who is studying? My cousin is studying. Let me go take a loan from the bank to be the one paying for this person's studies. I mean, studying is good. It's a good investment, but have you checked your finances properly before you commit yourself to this huge financial burden? I mean, the person can be your cousin or your sister, your brother, your mother, but I'm not saying you shouldn't pay for your family members, but just think wisely. Think twice before you do it, and when you do it, start disciplining yourself so that you should align yourself or adjust your situation to that new normal in your life now. You have to adjust all other things to be able to settle this. So in other words, this proverb is saying, when people are making pledges somewhere, don't be quick to say, I'll settle this. People are saying, we need to establish what was in the community, and you are like, yeah, I'll pledge 10,000. You know there are people there, since you want to look good in the eyes of people, you are like, 10,000, I'll offer a car, I'll offer 4,000, knowing that you wouldn't be able to do that. You are just doing it because you are, what is the word? Are you boastful? Are you being boastful, or whatever you can put it? But the Bible is warning us in the book of Solomon, because Solomon was the wisest person in his time. He was the wisest person because he got his wisdom from God, and he is warning us now. He's giving us his wisdom. He's sharing with us in his wisdom to tell us that we should not be quick to put up security for debts or shake hands in pledges. Do things that you know that you'll be able to cater for. Don't just do things because who is here, my girlfriend or my boyfriend is here, the community members are here, so that you look good in them, because in the end you might end up disappointed if you are doing it for people, but you rather do it from your heart and just find ways to settle that. So let us be careful. There is also a Bible verse from the book of Solomon, the wisest king, and in his time, he is telling us to say, the rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is a slave to the lender. I'm reading from the book of Solomon's. Yeah. So we all know that the rich rule over the poor. You know, rich people, they have learned to be wise in many ways. They wouldn't just end up, there are those that find themselves in debt, but there are also those ones that are wise and they have read books, they know how to deal with things. So most of the time they have things, they end up being the one lending money or things to people, or they are just wise. They don't, some of them don't find themselves in these financial burdens because they know ways to manage finances. So we know that most of the time they rule over the poor because of this power that they do have. They can even put up decisions that they know that it's affecting the poor. Let's establish this. They know that the poor people will not be able to reach to that or being able to manage that other things that they are suggesting to put up. And then the borrower is a slave to the lender. When you know, when you have borrowed something from someone, you don't even want to meet them in the corridor in town. You see them taking this way, you run to the other side because you are like, what am I going to tell this person? You are almost not free. It's like you are a slave. You are a slave to the bank. When you have borrowed money from the bank, you are a slave because you are not free. You can't even eat well. I remember in my time, my gosh, I couldn't even afford, like, if I want to drink juice because I'm in debt, I wouldn't even afford juice. You know the way the salary is designed, the salary is not enough. It doesn't usually cater for all our needs. The expenses are way too much than the income. So you get paid, you can't even afford a cool drink. So that's what we are saying. You are almost a slave. So let us avoid it completely. Let us learn to avoid it. And the ones that are in it already, as we are talking, you are in debt, there is always a way to dribble it with the help of the living God. So this guide might end up helping us. So we are saying, first of all, I would like to talk to a group of people that are in debt. You are in debt and you are like, oh my gosh, would I even manage to get out of this mud water? Is it mud or muddy? You are like, I'm in a pit. How do I get out? Please don't kill yourself. Don't commit suicide. Don't suffer in silence. There is a way out. I like to say there is a way out in every situation. Talk more of death. It's just a situation, remember, and every situation is subjected to change. No situation is permanent. Everything under the sun is subjected to change. So let us listen to this practical guide. It's just a few steps or few principles that we need to put to put into practice so that we try to come out of debt. So don't lose heart. The Bible says God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. So we don't need to fear anything because God is our defender. He will be able to help us. get out of any situation. Like the Bible again says, he is an ever-present help in trouble. So you are in trouble with debts, he will come through for you. Even if you don't serve him, he's a merciful God. He will help you know, and he will help you come out of debts. But try by all means to serve God. He can't just be helping us and we are busy serving idols and other things. Let us come near to God and he will come near to us. So I'm coming back to the Bible verse that says God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. To say sound mind includes self-discipline. Let us learn to discipline ourselves, and we will discipline ourselves through a variety of ways. Some of them I'm going to mention now, some of them I would mention at a later stage. When I think of something, I would always come back and make it a part 2, 3, 4, 5 or something like that. But as for now, let us listen to these few ones. But let me reassure you that you will come out of the situation of debts. Before you know it, you are out of it, and you can come back to testify to God, not to us but to God. You can come back with a video or drop a comment, or you call me, or you just kneel down and thank God and testify, or you can go to the church and testify before the altar of God how you have managed to come out of debt. You understand? Thank you. Nothing is impossible in life, so keep pushing. All things are possible. Yes. So we are saying, take loans on necessary investments, like you are buying a house, you are paying for your study. A car is not really a need. You can always save up some money and buy the car later. And if you are probably taking it on credit, you have to make sure that you deposit enough money into buying that car. Don't just, if the car would cost you about 80,000 Namibia dollars, don't have 10,000 as a deposit. Try to have at least 50 or 70,000, and you are only remaining with 20,000 to pay, or at least have 35,000. Don't buy a car with 9,000 and the rest of the money you depend on monthly deductions. You are gonna suffer it, and your own kids and family will suffer a great deal. You know, this life is not only for us. Yes, you are the one holding the breath. You are breathing, you are the one breathing, you are the one working, you are the one studying, you are the one suffering. But life is not for you alone. Those gifts, the gift of life, the skills that you have, the gifts that you have, they are not for you alone. They are to cater for your family, for your neighbors, for your extended families, for the nations of the world. So that's why we are saying, try to take a few loans only on things that are necessary, so that you'll be able to help others. You know, some of us, for many years now, I'm working in the city, in the capital of Namibia, Windhoek, and my village is in the northern part of Namibia. So since I'm here, I need cosmetics, I need to cater for a few things for myself. So I would go for months, even years, without sending anything home, because when I get paid, the money is done. Day 2 of the salary, the money is kaput. No money to send home, no money to buy meat for my extended family, and it's wrong. It's not a good idea. That's why I'm talking to you, so that we begin to be financially disciplined, so that we live peaceful lives. So we are saying another way to get out of debts. You are in debts, right? Look around in your house. There are usually those items that are lying there, and you know for sure that you don't need them. It can be clothes, your own sets of clothing. You know that these suits, you can even own about 20 suits, and you know that you don't normally wear all of them. Take those suits plus a few other clothes that you don't need. Even if they are, I don't know whether they are new or old, you can always find a way to sell them, to make money, to pay up, to contribute to their loan repayment or whatever debts you are owing. Or if you are owing friends and family members, you can always sell those clothes, and if they earn you 1,000 or 12,000 or whatever, you can always distribute it to your loan repayments, and you will thank me later. You will thank me later to say, oh yeah, that microwave that you are not using, maybe you are thinking of buying a new one, so sell it off. What else do you have? Look around in your room, look around in your house. That other closet, you know that at the moment I'm a student, man, and what is the closet for? What is the use of this closet? Let me sell it off to have something for myself. I need food for school when I'm studying, or I need to pay for my cousins, whatever, either whether it's education or whatever. I need to get out of debt. I need to live a peaceful life. Look around. There is a lot of items in your house right now that you don't need. Even in front of you, look around. Sell them. Another way is to even give them for free. When you know, when it's the Bible says it is more blessed to give than to receive. If you want, you can even give them to people like for free giveaway, and God will bless you in return. So it's up to you to make a choice. You can even you can either decide to sell all of them, or you partly sell some, partly give others for free, or whatever method you employ. It's actually up to you, but the point I'm trying to make is that you have to sell some of the unneeded items in your home to make way to settle debts, so that you live a peaceable life. So we are saying, set realistic financial goals. You know, realistic financial goals, those resolutions that we like to make at the beginning of each year, each new year. Most of them have got a component of finances in them. An example could even be, maybe you are saying at the end of 2023 I'll buy a car. So you would now have to think about how you would put money together or save up some money to be able to buy that car. So if you feel like a year is too short, don't set for yourself a 12 months goal, knowing that it's too short for you. Because when the period of fulfillment reaches and you haven't collected enough money, you would be forced to say, you know, sometimes people can have that pride and say, yeah, it's a goal I have set for myself, I just have to buy this car, having enough money or not enough money, let me take a loan. No, that's what we are saying. Set realistic goals. So in addition to that, I wanted to reiterate that you cannot come out of debts overnight. You have to be very patient with yourself. Be very patient with the process. There are loans that can take you 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 5 months, depending on the period of the bond or whatever you have taken. So don't think that you are gonna come out of them in one night. It can happen. Yes, there are financial breakthroughs. God can give you a huge financial miracle and then you get out of debts in one night, but it's not always the case. You know, God has a way of dealing with us. Sometimes if he gets you out of debt in one night, you are going to forget his name. You will not give glory to him to say, it was God who took me out of debt. You are going to brag to say, yeah, I got out of debt, out of my own intelligence and stuff. So sometimes we are taken through processes so that we are also humbled in a process to learn to appreciate others, to appreciate situations, to appreciate the living God himself. So you are not gonna get out of it overnight, but we need to be assured that there is a way out. You will get out of debts. I said it. I know my God. I know he will make a way for you. He will make a way for you in Jesus' name. Do not be afraid and do not lose heart. We are saying avoid buy now, pay later. What do I mean? Buy now, pay later. You know, there's even this many outlets are giving out this accounts card. I don't want to mention shops names of the shops, because it's sometimes a sensitive issue to mention someone's business, someone's shop, someone's outlet. I don't want to mention the name, but we know for sure that there are those shops that can offer you it's not a credit card, it's a card that you get with money. You go to the shop and you just go by the shelf, you pick the clothes you want and settle the bill later. And these things are normal. Is it addictive? What is the word? Is it addictive when it's not? Yeah, I don't know. Let me call it addictive. Correct me through the comment on the section below there. So it's almost addictive. You just go to shops, you buy clothes for you and for the kids. You know that you don't need these high heels and you pick them. Before you know it, you are in debt again with the shop and you wouldn't be able to manage. Why don't you gather up a few bucks and wait to buy for those clothes or food later when you have the money? Why would you sign up for an accounts card or credit card when you know that you wouldn't be able to afford it? One time, my dear, I had an account with a particular shop and hey, I took it for the kids, but sometimes I would pick a few things for myself. I didn't really pick a lot of things, but I was just going through a hard financial situation. I was going through a hard, tough financial situation, and I realized you pick a few clothes here. Maybe it's winter time and you are picking a few clothes for the kids, jerseys, you know. At the end of the month, the shop is on me. They are on my case now, on my neck. Yeah. When are you settling the bill? I'm like, oh, I don't have the money to settle the bill, but it's month end. So I told myself, this is how these things work. You know, experience is a good teacher. Experience is a good teacher. So I told myself, I'll gather up some money and I will walk into that shop with this cash in my hands. I will pay off the cash and I will close off the account card. That's what I did. That was around 2016. Was it 2016 or when was that? Not 2016. Maybe 2014 there. 2014, 2016, I can't remember correctly, but that's what I did. As we are talking, I don't have an account card. I don't need it. Even if I have 7 sets of clothes, it's fine with me. I have learned to adjust with the current situation. Whatever situation is happening to me at the moment, I learn to accept that this is what I'm going through. You know what? Let me discipline myself. I will not take anything on credit. I will not, even if I find someone selling things in the street, maybe it's costing about 20 Namibia dollars, I'll be like, nope. I have set a goal for myself not to take anything on credit. I will not do that. Or maybe for those smaller things, it's up to us. But I have decided not to take things on credit because I have been hit by the situation. Oh, I have been hit by the situation. Oh, I know what I'm saying. So let us be financially disciplined. My children, my friends, my family members, my colleagues, let us be financially disciplined. So yeah, we are saying, I'm here, we are on this journey together, so let's teach one another. Also, we are saying always pay on time. If you know that the credit card deducts on the 31st or on the 2nd of the new month, don't go to the bank and withdraw all the money. Maybe you are even laughing to say, that's me. You withdraw all the money, the bank goes there to deduct their money, it's not there. And you know that the bank will punish you, so they will add for you an additional charge because you are not obedient enough to obey them, to wait until they deduct their money before you buy your cosmetics. So always pay on time. Make sure the money is there. Don't touch it before your big financial commitments are deducted off. That's what we are saying. And another way to quicken your loan repayment or your debt repayment is if you are being deducted, let's say 500 Namibia dollars per month, or 500 US dollars, or the Naira, 1 million Naira per month. You can always top up. You meet an old friend, they offer you with some money. Take that money into the loan on top of the monthly deduction. Add that portion into the loan Why? To make to finish paying faster. So yeah, again we are saying work on a list. When you are going to do your shopping, work on a list, especially for groceries. And this, I would like to urge ladies especially. Men hardly go to shops. They go to shops when it's really necessary. As ladies, yo, even if we don't need to go, then I just want to go around. And then you find these shoes, you pick the shoes. You know that you don't need the shoes. As ladies, we can even buy something that we don't need. We are not going to wear. You are just addicted by the devil. I don't know if it's the devil or a demon somewhere. You pick it not knowing that you are not going to wear it. If you visit a wardrobe of a lady, you will find a few clothes that are not worn yet. They are having their price tags on. Is it a demon, or is it indiscipline, or what is this? So work on a list. Write the items that you need. When you are visiting a shop, grocery shop or any other shop, make sure you work on that list. If you are visiting a clothing shop, make sure that you only pick things that you can afford. Make sure that you can only pick what you need. Don't pick things that you don't need. Or if you are addicted to buying clothes and you are struggling to discipline yourself, try not to go to the mall. Don't go to the mall. Don't go to the mall if you don't have the means to buy, or you don't have enough money to buy. Ladies, we have got this thing of, I'm in a shop, man, I'm in Edgar's, and I found this other thing. Now you are calling the boyfriend or a friend, send me 200 please, I'll refund it. I'll refund it on Friday. We have this syndrome of saying, Friday, I will settle your bill on Friday, not knowing that you don't even have any single cent. You don't have a penny and you are promising me Sunday. What's the meaning of that? You need to be whipped. Don't promise us that it's Sunday when you know that you don't have the means to pay. Don't put up a period that you know that you can't honor. Please. So work on a list. Work on a list, and it's a strict list that if it's milk, it's milk. Milk or no milk. And when you are on the till, when you are at the till trying now to, you are standing by the till with your trolley full, try to pick out the things that are more important, going down, cascading down to the unimportant ones, so that by the time the money is almost, you know that there's only $2,000 on your card, and the bill according to the machine there is saying it's 1,900. You know that you have already picked the rice, the bread, you know, the most needed items. This other one that the chocolate and the milk, maybe you don't even need milk, you know, you leave them. That's what we are saying. So work on a strict list. We are talking about financially disciplining ourselves as people who obey God. I told you earlier that God does not like it when we are in debt. It does not honor God at all, because when you are in debt, you are not happy, you are always sad. The mice just ran there, or you saw a cat and you are like, what is the cat doing in front of me? You have to encounter the peace of God, because when you have the peace of God, you don't even care. Even if you get a salary today and 2 days later it's finished, the peace of God is permanent, and it dwells here in your heart, and it's beyond human comprehension. It is beyond human comprehension. You wouldn't understand it. So coming back to our list, we are saying this contributions for events. There's a baby shower upon baby shower, what is this, bridal shower, there is baptism party, weddings. Common ones is weddings, and then parties, especially if you are living in a big city. Because in the villages, I didn't even know what a bridal shower is. I didn't know what a baby shower is. I got to learn about those things when I came to the city, because I grew up in a village. I'm typically a village champion, so I migrated to the city for some reasons, but I grew up in a village. I didn't know what a bridal shower is. So these financial contributions, let's do this, let's form up a WhatsApp group, and then each one should contribute 2,000. All of us They will not even look at whether you are just you are running like a small shoemaking business, or one is a manager at a bank. Each one is required to contribute $2,000. $2,000. Yo, learn to say no. If you can't afford, you say, my darling, I know that you've got a party. I would only be able to contribute about 300. That's what I have. If the person is gonna get angry with you, they are not your creator. You know that you have got your safe place in heaven, and we are not gonna leave with any item unto heaven. We are gonna leave empty-handed as we came out of our mother's womb. Don't care. You don't give. You don't need to care, to worry much when people are angry with you. As long as you know that you are not lying to them, you are telling them your situation, presenting your case as it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So learn to say it is what it is. If people are requesting for 2,000 and you got 1,000, give the 1,000. Or you say, I'm not in a situation of I'm not in a position to give this time. If they are going to get angry, I don't know. Find some wisdom to tell them. Sometimes you don't need to be straightforward and say, I don't want to give. I'm not going to give you. Just find wisdom. God has instilled wisdom into us. So let us apply the wisdom from God and talk to people wisely, so that they wouldn't end up writing their hands off us. That's what we are saying. So apart from those strategies that I just shared, we can always work together. I'm available for help in terms of guiding us. In terms of guiding you, or if you are ready to work with me on a campaign or a particular project or a few ideas, share those ideas via my email, or just find a way to reach out to me, and we talk about it so that we can help each other and people out there in the nation of the world to come out of debts and just be financially disciplined. So I'm waiting for you to share your take. What is your take on debts, credit cards, loans, whatnot? What is your take on that? Please share your ideas. You can even drop a comment there on the comment section below, and we can always handle the situation together. So a clarion call to people who they are not in debts. They are probably young people who just graduated, and they are not in debts. They are fine, or they have learned to discipline themselves not to take out debts. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations, really. I would like to say, keep up the good work. You have to continue being financially disciplined. It gives a good picture. You can even testify one day in a hall, full of people, and say, I'm not in debt. I'm a person who work on cash basis, and it will encourage us. Keep up the good work. Don't enter this situation of getting into debts, because it's bad. Like I said earlier, that you are often stressful, you are lonely, you don't know who to discuss the issue with. So let's avoid it. As for me, I'm ready to hear you. I'm ready to hear your case. If you trust me, that's if you trust me, because there are people who will be like, Dina, who are you? Who are you? Look at who is talking to us. What do you have? Where have you come from? We know your house. The little house where you came from. What are you telling us? Have you managed your own debts? And I'm saying, yes, my name is Dina from that house. But even if I'm from that house, it will not deprive me or stop me from talking to the people, because we would end up helping one another here. One or two words would end up helping somebody. So if you trust me with your situation, find a way to present it to me. I will end up advising you on what to do. Like I said, I have gone through a financial problem. I know what it is to feel lonely, to not, You don't even, like, your steps are almost hampered. You know, and we are in when we are in financial situations, we are afraid of visiting family members because they will end up mocking you. They're like, why are you asking for me? Like, why are you asking me? We normally go to friends. And the bank, there was a time I called the bank where I bank my money. I'm like, this is my uncle. The bank is my uncle. You know, when you go to the bank is not gonna mock you. You walk in the bank peacefully, they give you money, and you're out of the bank. So if you trust me with your situation, present your case with me, and I will see how I will advise you and stuff like that. So we are saying, we are ending the video, and we are saying, discipline yourself, avoid debts. If you've got a credit card, like I said, I gave mine to a friend. If you are able to give yours to a friend, give it, take it out of your sight so that you don't see it again, and just work on paying it until you settle it. Let us not put ourselves in financial burdens, because the burden will not only, you will share that burden with your children. The children need ABC. They need to go to the cinema, to put on even good clothes or decent food, you know, decent shelter. You can't afford it because you are in debt. Let's try to avoid all those situations. I don't want to end up repeating everything. Let me end the video here. But before I end the video, what else do I say? Trust me with your situation. I would like to just emphasize on that. Trust me with your situation. Come in. That idea that you want to withhold in your heart, it will end up helping somebody. You can even create a club in your community, or just something an idea that you can come up. You can organize yourself as young people and start holding meetings on how to address debts or come out of debts. These things, you hardly find people discussing about debts. It's just like spiritual things. Somebody is going through a tough time in the night. They can't sleep at night. Their necks are being squeezed or pressed by evil spirits. These things, it's debts, evil spirits, and those stuffs, and witchcraft things. People don't really discuss them. You wouldn't find, you can hardly go in you enter a restaurant setup or any other place or under a tree, and you find people discussing about debts or evil spirit situations. No. But as for you, don't be shy, because God has not given you the spirit of fear, but he has given you the spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. It is found in the book of 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. Yeah, 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. Yeah. So organize young people, form up a WhatsApp group, discuss ways on how to come out of debt, or if you have the means to pay for someone's debts, so that you liberate them from the struggles of life. They can sleep at night, they are mentally disturbed. Do that. You can do that, and God will bless you. The Bible says those who refresh others will be refreshed, and the generous themselves will be blessed, something like that. So as you are helping others come out of debts, your own situation will be solved by the living God. Thank you so much for taking time to listen to Dina. I'm very thankful that you are listening to me. I'm thankful that you are going to take 1 or 2 points that will establish your own situation. Your case is different. Let us begin to talk about these things publicly and unshamefully. Is it unshamefully? This English, with no shame, man. Talk about it. Present your case to a friend, and we will solve problem and create sustainable futures for ourselves, our children, our community, our continents, and all nations of the world globally. You know, the economy has been affected by a lot of situations. Climate change, you know, the COVID-19 pandemic, you know how it almost halted everything. Even the big nations of the world that you usually hear that this nation is powerful in terms of weapons and stuff, but when COVID-19 hit, economies are affected, and it was almost worldwide or global economic depression. So the whole global economy was affected. So we have to find ways of just living sustainably. Therefore, I'm saying let's do this thing. One more thing, pray, and pray always. The Bible says pray continually. The author of the Bible already knows that there will be situations in life, including financial situations, that people would be required to pray continually. Don't give up on prayer. There's a song that says prayer is the master key. So continue praying, and before you know it, you are out of the financial burden, and you will smile again in the name of Jesus. Your God will help you. I will not be able to help you bigger, but your God will help you bigger always. He will always step in your case, and you know when he steps in, the devil steps out of the scene. Therefore, pray continually and honor your God. Honor the Lord with your finances, with the first fruits of all your crops, and with everything according to what the Bible commanded us to do. We know what we should do. If we don't know, let us read the Bible. If you don't know where to start with reading the Bible, you can drop a comment, and I'll guide you with a few Bible scriptures that can help you come out of the situation. You know, the Bible has got all situations that ever existed under the sun. Is it healing that you need? There are Bible verses that are talking to healing. Is it financial burdens? There are Bible verses that are talking to financial burden, talking to loneliness, talking to whatever it is that you are going through. So you are not alone. Your God is listening to you. If you are crying right now, or if things are not settling well with you, he is seeing your situation, because he is omnipresent, omnipotent. He knows deeply what we are going through, and he will solve your case. Thank you so much, and I'll say Shalom, La Familia. Thank you. Are you crazy about marketing your country like me? You see this cap? You see how it's written? My Namibia, my pride. My Namibia, my pride. Can you read it? Are you able to read it? My Namibia, my pride. Do you love what you see? So I love Namibia so much, so much. That's why I like to market my country. I would like to showcase Namibia. What do we offer? So this is our brand, this is our identity. As you can see, that's our national flag colors up there on a Kalav emoji or Kalav sign. So I love my country so much. That's why I go to such an extent of putting on a cap. Huh? How does it look? How does it look? Is it looking amazing, or what do you think? So this is the cap. It's branded Namibia, my Namibia, my pride, my Namibia, my pride, my Namibia, my pride, my Namibia, my pride, my country, my pride, my Namibia, my country, my pride. It's amazing. I love it. You see, Namibia for you. Visit this lovely country and just experience the feel, the touch, everything that you want to learn about Namibia. Please visit this magnificent country, and we will host you. We are ready to host you in our lovely Namibia. Just share with us the date that you are visiting us, and we will host you here. Whether you want to visit the coastal areas, the villages, the desert, we've got the Namib Desert. If you have heard about it, we can take you there. There's a team of tour guides and experienced people who will be able to offer you such kind of services. Please visit this land of the brave. It's the land of the brave, my Namibia, my country, my pride. It's the land of the brave, my Namibia, my country, my pride. It's bye-bye for now. Thank you. We are waiting for you to come back. Share the video with your family members, friends, colleagues at work, people in your community. Sponsor them data so that they are able to watch the videos. Encourage them to, whenever they visit a place with Wi-Fi, they can always download the videos to watch for later. Thank you so much. We honor you, we cherish you, and we remain indebted to you guys. Thank you so much. Bye 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 for now. That's Avani Hotel. That tall building that you can see right there, the middle building, it's Avani Hotel. Please visit Avani Hotel and treat your family to delicious meals, accommodation, and the like. How do you love the Windhoek city? Do you love our memorial museum? Do you love our memorial museum? Do you love our roads? Are they not beautiful? Drop a comment on that building. I feel like it's a very nice building, memorial museum. If you want to understand the history of Namibia, how did Namibia come about, how did we gain independence, the information is found right there. It's archived right there in that building. So please visit Namibia and you enter that building and you collect more information and get to understand our country, the land of the brave, Namibia. Thank you.